I really enjoy, honestly, I wasn't able to really complete the Gold Sales Master, the whole, right, 8 weeks of video. Because sometimes I watch it for 30 minutes and I got something else to do. So I could not continuously watching. But I try to go back. So whenever I cannot go to sleep, I try to go back and watch some of the stuff that I missed it. Oh, I missed this one. And when I watched it this morning, I was like, oh, this is something I really want to share with the group. It was a great information that I wanted to share. Probably several years ago when we first start our Zoom meeting, probably when pandemic started, 2019, 2020, early 2020, when we start our own Zoom meeting. I think around second time I presented Euler's law. The way this leader explaining about the Euler's A commitment is pretty interesting information that we should all practice for our business. It's only a 13-minute video, so let's quickly go and watch. And I think you'll be busy taking notes.
Hello, I wish for a miracle in all of your life. I am known as the miracle maker that sings and donates in Atomy. I am Star Master Hyungjun Kim. I would like to introduce one law to all of you, which is known as the basics of network marketing business. I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's Euler's Law of ABC. First, let's dive into Euler's Law of ABC, which is today's topic. This law is a way to increase the effects of marketing, which was defined by Harvard Business School's Professor Euler. In business, it is a method known to be effective in spreading information to people, which also follows the law of human relationships. This was a method used when the Japanese took over the global market by storm. Experts were invited to give lectures in order to sell Japanese products, and the result was more sales, and that was how Professor Euler's law was defined. I'm sure many of you focus on individual performance in network marketing. For me, in order to maximize teamwork and to improve results, I am fully utilizing Euler's law. The A in ABC stands for advisor, B stands for bridge, the informer, and C stands for customer, which is also the client. You can clearly see the difference between A, B, and C, right? So B now has roles to fulfill both on the left and right. When there are at least 3 people, one person always has to act as the mediator. Let me explain to you Euler's 8 commandments, which allows B to utilize Euler's law on the business field. First, deliver the invitee's personal profile to your sponsors before a meeting. The more information A has of C, the information that A delivers to C will be more useful. Has C used Atomy's products before? Are they satisfied with the products? Are they interested in Atomy business? Do they have network marketing experience? You need to figure out the FORM needs, which are F for family, O for occupation, R for recreation, and M for money. Such information must be delivered to the sponsors. If not, time will be wasted in asking about C's life. Second, in this step, you have to tell the invitee about the sponsor. You must share information about A to C as well. If C meets A without prior information, then C will have a close-minded attitude, regardless of A's background. In other words, C will think that A is not trustworthy. By informing C about A, you are establishing a rapport between them, so it is an important role of B to increase C's credibility. And one more thing, you should bring C to go greet A first. By the order of greeting, naturally a sense of authority is established. Third, this step is related to the authority of the sponsors. You should not intervene when the sponsor is talking. When the sponsor is speaking, you should help the invitee focus on the sponsor's words rather than interject his words. You might know this in theory, but if you invite your close friend, then you will blurt out, "That's wrong." Or, "Oh, she already knows all about that." There are people who interject. You might do that with the intention to help your sponsor, but in fact, you are not utilizing your sponsor. You are belittling them. And even if your sponsor says the wrong information, you should not point out their mistakes. Rather, you should listen to them. Fourth, in order to focus on your sponsor's words, you should clean up your surroundings. Either turn off your cell phone or switch it to silent mode. The most important thing in the ABC three-party meeting is to get rid of all distractions. The reason of doing this is so that time can be used efficiently in order to effectively share about Atomy because everyone is busy. If your phone rings during your talk, or if someone replies with a text, it can kill the atmosphere. The same applies for smoking during the meeting or going to the bathroom. That is why the inviter must give advice to the invitee to go to the bathroom before the sponsor arrives, or tell them to either turn off their phones or put it on silent mode. Of course, there are unforeseen circumstances. For example, the sponsor might be invited to the invitee's house, and the rice cooker might go off, making a loud sound. That could break everyone's concentration as well. Or the dog at home could bark loudly. You should calm your dog or cat down beforehand and prepare only simple drinks so that it's not a hassle. Fifth, give a seat to the invitee where he can concentrate. If you have a meeting at a loud coffee shop, have the invitee face the wall so that they can focus. In my case, I've set aside a showroom of Atomy's products in my house. When I have a meeting there, I have the invitee face the products. As the invitee listens to me, they naturally show interest towards the products, and they can even test the products. Sixth, the inviter should take notes on the words of the sponsor. If the inviter leaves the room while leaving it all up to the sponsor, it will be difficult for the invitee to focus as well. Of course, the inviter probably knows all the content of the talk already. But one should act like they're hearing it for the first time by sitting next to the invitee and nodding and agreeing with the sponsor. The inviter must actively take notes and show a high level of interest. That will create an atmosphere where the invitee will also take notes and focus. The last couple of steps for the ABC three-party meeting. Seventh, you must say a closing statement that can lead to a next meeting. The biggest reason why you invite a sponsor to the meeting is to invite the invitee one more time. There's not enough time to share all the necessary information in one meeting, so the invitee should be re-invited to the center, to the line meetings, Success Academy, and etc. You must continuously invite the invitee. At this time, the inviter B should not think about C situation too much. You might not understand what that means. You might be thankful to your friend for sparing time that day. And when you try to invite that friend again, you might feel sorry for them because you feel like you're stealing their time. You're busy that day, right? You're going to be at work. It's going to be difficult because of your kids. Then your friend will think, oh, I don't really have to go, huh? They will change their mind and not accept the invitation. You should say, I know you're busy, but you should really take the day off. It's a good opportunity for your life to totally change. Don't miss out. If the seminar is during lunchtime, I'll pack some lunch. Let's eat simply, and after the seminar, we can go eat a fancy dinner. You don't like to commute? I'll pick you up then. Make some time just that day. You must show a strong will to invite them. The inviter must also lead by setting the date for the next meeting. Instead of asking, when do you have time? Or are you available this day? You should ask, which days are you available? You should give them different options so that the invitee can pick a date. The eighth and last step is a proper follow-up. In Hoyler's 8 Commandments, there are 2 meanings for the term support. The term support can be divided into follow-up and follow-through. Let me explain the difference between follow-up and follow-through. In follow-up, after the invitee has met the sponsor, or after he has participated in a seminar or has used the products, within 48 hours, you must check how the experience was by contacting them or by personally meeting them. For follow-through, you must be able to have the invitee settle into the system steadily. You must guide the invitee so they will continue to use the products, learn more about the company, and participate in Atomy's online and offline training systems that are hosted by the HQ in a positive manner. In Atomy, you need excellent organizational management skills. Remember that it is a business in which you should manage your consumers so that once they have joined, they should not slip away. Hoyler's Law of ABC and the 8 Commandments will help you achieve that goal.
Okay, anything you got it from the video? There's a lot of interesting thing had me shared. So it was, if you remember, probably it's hard to remember because it was like several years ago there that I talked about Hoyler's Law of ABC. But this Scrum Master actually went over it really in detail, and he went over 8 different steps. And anything that really stands it out and you are practicing really well, you know, the last one, the follow-up, follow-through. Right? We always use the word follow-up. So he really give us the definition of what to follow up. What's a follow-up? You will need to follow up within how many hours? 48 hours. Okay, so you need to follow up within 48 hours. I mean, for us, we normally use the word follow-up, but what we are doing right now for our existing consumers, what are we doing? Follow through, okay? So once you register a member and once you invite them to the seminar, once they try the product, you following them up to get their feedback within 48 hours. That calls follow up. But in order for us to really make them as our business partner, make them as a real consumers, continuously inviting them to plug into the system, that action called follow through. So basically what we're doing, is follow through. Okay, but we know like follow up, follow through, like basically all means that we need to follow up. Without follow up, Trust me, you probably notice it too. Doesn't matter how many hours or how many months you have built up your members on the lineage, it all can be disappeared without follow-up.